Hello, everyone, and welcome to Stamp with Shel. My name is Shel Anderson, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Today, we are going to be having a play with the Ornamental Christmas Bundle, and this is in the Fall Mini, and it has some lovely images and greetings as well as some fabulous dies. So we're going to have a play with this today, and we're going to be making a fun fold. So let me get this out of the way and find my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss, and we will cut out this gorgeous star from this gold foil. I think it is just fabulous. So let's cut it out and see what it looks like. I spilt my coffee, and I see I have coffee on my cutting board. Sorry, cutting plate. Let's get that cleaned off. Well, I had coffee everywhere. I didn't realize that it had gone that far. Oh, look at that. Check that out. Isn't that gorgeous? All right, we're going to set that aside, and we're going to keep that big piece. All these little bits we are going to put in the trash. All right, that's the die cutting. And now we are going to bring in our card base. And I have chosen basic black for my card base today. And I'm just going to burnish all of those folds. Excuse me just a minute. My dog is playing with her bells. There. Put those out of the way. All right, back to scoring. There is our card base, and it's going to stand up like that. There's a side view. Now she's going for the other one. She's not getting attention, so she thinks by ringing her bell. I didn't cut that right. Let me get my little mini paper trimmer, and it's just a little sliver, and I need to cut off there. There we go. So there's our second piece. And then I have a piece of white cardstock. I have 2 strips of DSP. So our first piece of DSP, we're going to attach right here. So let me get some glue out, and we will get that added. All right, some sparkly stars. We're just going to center that on that piece. And then I got to get that other bell. All right, back again. Puppies, just like a kid, right? All right, there we go. This little strip is going to get centered right here. on this front piece. And then we will, we might as well add this to the back side. This is where we're going to write our greeting. And we might as well add this gold foil to the front side. We're just going to center that up. All right, so what we're going to do here is we are just going to eyeball center, and we're going to add some glue to the flap. Something like that. And with the gold side out, we are going to add it. We want this as straight as possible. And then with this one, okay, we're going to add this one to the back side here. Now don't go all the way up because it tents. So down on this bottom 2/3, I think I went too high. Let me have a look here. No, I didn't. And we're going to do the same thing. Close our card. Give it a little press. All right, so in a nutshell, there is our card. Now, all we have to do is decorate, and I am missing a piece of cardstock. I know I cut it. What did I do with it? Well, I found a strip here. I've got to remember what size that I cut this. This is going to be 2.5. I think. I better measure. All right, let's just cut this. It'll show up when you least expect it. All right, so this is going to go right on the front of our card like that. All right, let's get this die out of my way. And we need to bring in our stamps so that we can put a greeting on here. And let's just lay this out. I want this big gorgeous star on there. And it can go a little bit up. So it's going to be, I'm going to need a smaller greeting. I am. Let's just grab this seasonal. No, that's not going to work either. Bear with me a second till I find. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I have some. Let me find them here. I have some greetings somewhere. I can find them. I have one that says best wishes. Right there. And there's a frame die. Let's see what we can do with this. I'm going to cut these out one from black cardstock. Get my mini in here again. I'm going to cut my words out of black. Did you see what I just did? Not too smart. Put my plates in the wrong order. Couldn't figure out why they wouldn't go through. There we go. So we have best wishes there. And this one, I think I'd like to cut that out of maybe white. We'll try white. If we don't like it, we can always cut another one. I think if I did gold, it would be too much, if you know what I mean. All right. There's those bits and pieces. Oh, didn't cut all the way through. Heavens to Bitsy. You see that? I only went partially through there. Let's lock that in place and try again. That ought to do it. There we go. Throw that out. Get this out of the way again. All right. Now we need our greeting. And you can use whatever greeting you have, or if you have a stamp. This was just an afterthought because these greetings didn't fit, but I can use this on the back, one of those on the back, very easily. Now, let's bring in this silicone mat before I have glue everywhere. And the first thing we're going to do is pop out these little bits so that we can actually read what it says. There we go. All right. Oh, one more. One more. So now let's just dry fit this. So the best wishes will go there, and we'll put that there. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this die, because that white kind of got lost on the white. So I'm going to cut one more, a little larger. And let's get this out of the way. Now, if I put that on there and that on there, we're all good. Let's bring this card in. Yes, that's going to work perfectly. All right, so let's put this together. Been fighting a cold all weekend. Started out on Friday with a tickle in my throat, and today I have a really sore throat. I'm not feeling particularly good, but I'm pressing on because usually when I get sick, I lose my voice. And if I don't press on and get my videos done, I can't do them if I can't talk, if I don't have a voice. And you can probably tell my voice is quite raspy today. All right, some tweezers to flip this and pop it in place. Best wishes. Now, I'm going to put a little dot of glue right there, and I'm going to pick up one of these little dots. Come on, get off my tweezer. There we go. Now there's a dot on my eye. All right, we're going to get some glue on this panel. And we're going to have to be really careful when we put this on our foil, because you can't get oozy glue off a foil. And I know you're probably getting a lot of reflection right now. All right, some dimensionals for our greeting. 3 ought to do it. We'll get those paper backs off, just like so. And we're going to put this right down here at the bottom. There we go. Now the only thing we have left to do is this foil, and I am going to pop this up as well on a dimensional. All right. And there we have our ornamental Christmas fun fold. And you really, there's the only place really for the greeting is on the back side. Now I'm going to, before I put that on, I should have stamped it, and I didn't. So I'm going to bring my stamp apparatus in, and hopefully, with a little bit of luck, I will be able to stamp Merry Christmas. Oh, we're stuck. Let me, there we go. So Merry Christmas, just like so. I'm going to use Memento black ink. Wash your fingers. We're going to have to stamp it again. Now I see we got a little bit of ink transfer around the edges. I want to be careful there. There we go. There we go. There is our card. And that's featuring the Ornamental Christmas bundle. Isn't that pretty? All right, that's our card for tonight. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I will be back tomorrow with something. Bye-bye.